Stanford Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on another team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Stanford's offense will have first crack at this one. And David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches in some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game. So the tight end's got to step up.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking for a gap. It's Irvin. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Great place to start for this offense. Back to the ground game on the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Makes the catch. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission #1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets down with the slide. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He'll keep it himself. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Got a man, it's Brown. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Cardinal come to the line, facing 3rd and short. To the air, it's Hawkins. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Hampton. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't even consider running the punter out there, going for it. 4th and long from the 48. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Off play action on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a... Check him out. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to run it. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Moving out to the right. With the catch, it's Hall. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves.
Good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Rushes on him. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for space. It's Hampton.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He'll try to do it himself. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Stanford quickly to the line.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. And you're seeing them now go hurry up.
They'll go to the ground. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. He'll try it again. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here we go. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse. Becomes a running back and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You drop." Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Running back searching for a hole. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
He's got it at the 30. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Pressure coming. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gets the back moving. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hampton. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Oh, they're after him. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
The Wolfpack line up, trying to forge ahead for a few inches. Slithers into space. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
And on 3rd down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the 1st down, a new set of downs for this offense.
Brown has it. Fighting off the defender. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Rides the back on the option to give. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Off play action. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
And the returner will be brought down. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline to be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto.
Stanford will boot it away to start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Vincent. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he ran away from the defense. Touchdown, NC State! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. South Carolina somehow, some way, found a way there in Columbia and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Running to the left. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. Finds his big tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. For the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Johnson wants to throw it. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to take off. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Under fire. Complete to the left. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Johnson looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, coming out into the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Pulls it in. It's Williams. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Huffman. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Now on second down. Off the play fake. Looking to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, North Carolina! Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively?